So I'm back looking at this Earth Science reference table page. And maybe to you it looks just like, I don't know, maybe it just looks like a page. Maybe it just looks like a list of different waves. But to me, I see everyday objects. I see things that we deal with on an everyday basis. And I want to talk a little bit about those things. So I think the visible light stuff you're pretty familiar with, right? I think that part you're all right with. But infrared, that's waves related to heat. So when we're talking about heat waves, like, oh my God, New York City is facing another heat wave, then we're talking about an increased level of infrared rays. And I think that's kind of cool. When you're talking about heating up your food, then we're talking about microwaves. Your microwave has a wave generator in there that produces microwaves, which is kind of cool. You have your radio waves, and that's how most of our communication works. That's how most of our Wi-Fi's work. This is how our Bluetooths work. Uh, any like communication system is based off radio waves. What else is kind of cool? These long radio waves are usually like walkie-talkies, AM radio, FM radio. Now we get to this ultraviolet area, and that's mostly produced by the sun. So we have those produced by the sun. Not only does the sun give us our visible light, but the sun also produces ultraviolet light. We have our X-rays here. Cool part about X-rays, and we haven't gotten there yet, but they're so tiny. I don't know if you see these numbers, -8, -9, -10, -11, -12. They're so tiny, they can fit between your tissues, the molecules of your tissue. They can travel between them. They're so tiny. But they're not tiny enough to travel through your bones. So they kind of get stuck there. So they'll travel through soft tissue. They're tiny enough to get through those in between those molecules with being unhindered, but they can't make it through denser molecules like your bones. And then we have our gamma right here. And I think we know that you probably refer to gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet as radioactive. We'll talk a little bit more about what that means to be radioactive in our next lesson.